Peppermint is another top 10 oil. It's really great to help with reduced bloating, gas, and indigestion. You can add 1 or 2 drops to water, 8 ounces of water for fresh breath and to help with stomach upset. So maybe you ate something at lunch that's not agreeing with you, just grab your peppermint. And just remember too, that these are highly concentrated. So you really need to use small amounts. For example, if you were to use peppermint tea to help with an upset stomach, you could use your oil. You could boil some water, pour it into a mug, and just use 1 drop of peppermint oil, and that actually would be equivalent to 28 cups of the tea. So keep that in mind. You're also going to want to make sure that you always dilute it, especially if you're using it for the first time, and you always dilute on children, anyone pregnant, or the elderly. But that's what that S stands for underneath that bottle that you see in the picture. That just means it's sensitive to certain people's skin. If you have any sort of head tension and you want to use peppermint, you can put it on the back of your neck. You can even use it on the temples, but like I said, dilute, because sometimes if you don't dilute enough, your eyes will get watery. And that doesn't mean you're having a bad reaction. It just means it's a little too powerful for you and you need to dilute more. It's really great for promoting clear breathing. You can apply it to your chest before or after a workout, or maybe if you're feeling a little stuffy, this would be a really nice one to put on the palm of your hand, rub them together and kind of cup it over your nose and just inhale. That's going to help with an energy boost. And I absolutely love it. Around the 3 o'clock hour, when I'm just kind of feeling like I need a little pick-me-up, I take wild orange and peppermint and I put them together and I cup them over my nose and inhale, but I also diffuse them to help me with energy and focus. And then I put a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and I rub the back of my neck, and it really just wakes the body up, puts me in a good mood, and it feels amazing. You can also use peppermint for seasonal threats. So what are seasonal threats? That's what we're talking about when it's that time of year where everyone is sneezing or they have itchy, watery eyes. You can use peppermint with lemon and lavender to help with that. So you can diffuse them, you can take them in a veggie cap, and you can also use them topically. But if you are going to use them topically, just keep in mind that the lemon is photosensitive. So that means that if you put it on your skin and the sun is exposed to that part of your skin, you could burn. So just be mindful of that. And I recommend if you're indoors all day, that should be fine, but maybe put it where the sun don't shine because we don't want you getting burned. But that's only for certain citrus oils. Peppermint also cools the body. It's really great if anyone's temperature is elevated. So if you have any kids that aren't feeling well and you're finding that you're having to take their temperature and you're worried, you can use this actually with lavender and put it along their spine and the back of their neck to cool them down. But you want to make sure you dilute again. And you can use it during the summer months. This is a really handy one to just have on hand, maybe like a roller bottle or a spray that you can just throw in your bag, because the minute you start to feel overheated, you can put it on the back of your neck or your legs, and it really helps cool the body down. But the other benefit is that bees don't like it, neither do ants. So if you have certain bugs that are just, they won't leave you alone, this is the oil that you're going to want to use for that. Another fun little tip is that you can add 1 drop to anything chocolate. So if you like that combination of peppermint and chocolate, this is a fun little tip. Just add a drop to your protein shake, or you can add some drops to your favorite brownie mix. You really don't need a lot. I do about 7 drops for my brownies. And I know a few people that absolutely love peppermint in their coffee as well. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Christine, essentiallykj@gmail.com.